from the Mike James Rock Show. We're here at Download, and well, we're joined by some old guests and royalty of the Mike James Rock Show. Old guests. You're not old.
We're
all timeless. It's Fearless Vampire Killers. They've reunionised. I was going to say, but you've reunited.
We've unionised.
You're unionised. How does it feel to be back on the circuit again?
Rubbish.
No, it feels absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
it's good. We're just like happy to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're just simple country lads. You know what it is?
just like us. We're simple country lads.
Exactly. Just the wrong side.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
The wrong side.
War.
More picturesque side.
We're from the green side.
Yeah. Well, East Anglia is very green.
It's very pretty around there, but it's just not Devon, is it?
No, it's not Devon. No, that's for sure.
So, how come you got back together? It seemed like there was a sudden stop to Fearless Vampire Killers, and that was before the pandemic killed off any kind of.
Yeah, it was mostly money.
Was it?
No.
Yeah. Let's just be frankly honest. Like, being in a band, especially, modern days, is very challenging because you have no money. Obviously, people don't buy music anymore. So you get to a point where you can't kind of physically carry on.
I was joking.
Oh no, but it's
because he asked why we got back together.
Oh no, we got back together because of
money.
Other stuff.
We got back together because we couldn't wait to have more financial punishment.
Yeah, no. But I thought you meant that's why we split up. So
no. That's part of the understanding.
Splitting up was like, it's fucking hard being in a band.
I can imagine.
It's a nightmare. Like, and the time you get on the stage is incredible, but there's lots of tensions that arise out of it. It's very challenging, and I think we needed that time apart.
Yeah.
Like, even though when Gear left, I was like fucking miserable. We all were for years. Like,
I can imagine. Yeah, mortified.
It was like someone had died. But when you get a chance to go back to what you had, but there's kind of like the air has been cleared, and you know what you had, you appreciate what you had, even if it was tough sometimes. You appreciate how fucking amazing it was because you've lived a normal life. When you go back to a normal life, that's terrifying.
That is hard, yeah.
And it's
you're 9
like,
to 5.
Exactly. You're 9 to 5. You're paying the bills. You're fucking trying to pay your council tax. You have to be told. Your boss is telling you to fucking sort that, or you're sacked. All that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you get to come back and do this, it's just life-affirming, amazing.
How was the set earlier?
Incredible.
It was. Genuinely, I had to stop singing at one point because I nearly cried.
Oh, bless.
It was just like, I just looked out there and there was just people having, like, you have those moments when we're like this, and this is exactly what Beveridge was saying.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how, difficult being an artist is, you will never reach the highs that you reach when you're kind of on stage and you're doing something like that and connecting genuinely with
100%.
people. So I saw some people just out having the time of their life, and I just choked up. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
That's amazing.
Because it was surprising that, especially when you've been away for 5 years, you think, oh, no one's going to remember us. And we did a tour, people come along, we did a show, people come along, but when you do something like Download, I think there was about 3,000 people in that tent.
Wow.
And so many of them were singing every fucking word. And it was like weird stuff, like the middle 8 of a song, and they're singing every word. And I'm like, I don't recognise these people. But because normally I know most of the fans.
Yeah.
There might be new fans, there might be old fans that maybe don't come to all the shows, but they come to something like this, a big mecca of music. And it was incredible.
Because back 5 years ago, you very much were a band, I hate saying it, but you were a gateway band to open it up.
You said gateway. I was like, is that a new
gateway
thing?
band as well. There's nothing wrong with that. It's 23 now, isn't it?
I was like, gateway? Is this a new kind of genre that I haven't heard of?
Yeah, it's a new genre. But
sorry, gateway,
people discovered other music through you. They were at such an age that they probably couldn't come to your gigs, but now they're of an age that they can come to your gigs. So it's almost like you prepared them for your comeback before you'd even split up.
Promoters love us now because our fans were really young before, and now they're still really young, but they can buy booze.
Yeah. Exactly. And like you say, with the gateway aspect, it's like a band like, you know, My Chem would have opened doors to stuff like Iron Maiden, Metallica, and fucking At the Gates, and like.
Who do we open doors to?
We've opened doors to similar stuff like our heroes, like Protest the Hero or Avenged Sevenfold or fucking Mastodon or He Is Legend, bands like that, and people are finding their way into heavy music. And like I said on stage, because I'm just like, this is 110 fucking thousand people at this. Is this like the biggest one it's ever been?
Yeah, and it's completely sold out.
And people are saying that rock music is dead.
Is it?
And it's just like, how can you say that with a thing like this? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just incredible.
Exactly. We can't see the crowd from here, but Hailstorm are on stage at the moment. But when the music finishes, the crowd roar is deafening from here, and we're a good, 100, 200 meters away, so it's crazy. What have we got planned now? Are you writing? Is there going to be new music? Is there fresh tours?
We were just talking about this. Like we've got too much music. The challenge really is releasing it, getting it out there. So not physically releasing it, that's kind of easy, but just like getting it all recorded and getting out there. So we've nearly finished up an EP, then we've got another EP planned, and then we've got another covers EP.
Yeah.
Wow. And then we've got like a
proper album next. Yeah, I would say basically we went through a period where we were on a management company that didn't quite click with us.
Okay.
That was around 2013. That's part of the reason we split up eventually, because of the fallout from that. They were a big pop management company, but they weren't used to rock bands.
Yeah.
So they had us writing songs at like this breakneck pace, and we wrote about 40 songs in like a year, and we didn't release any of them. So we've got this massive bank, and the songs are incredible. Like, they're amazing songs, and some of them ended up on the Bruises EP, but we have so many left that we want to go back to them and turn them into an album. But because we're also writing new songs, it's like, how can we get all this music out there? And we're trying our hardest, but it's tough when you're a bit older and like you're trying to sandwich time in. It's quite tough. But we are going to, and like there's an EP recorded, it's basically ready to come out, and it will be, once we're perfectly happy, then it'll be out.
No, you've got to be happy first, because it's your legacy that's going out there.
Yeah, exactly.
You can always do what the Smashing Pumpkins did with their last album in autumn. It came out in April, but they started dropping a single per week as part of a podcast that Billy was doing since October. So there's 33 podcasts, and they talk about the back catalogue.
Cool.
That's really
check
cool.
it out. It's just called the 33.
So I'm a massive Smashing Pumpkin fan, and I haven't heard about that. Like,
wow, there you go.
Basically, like they're like one of my favourite bands. But because when life comes, life, and it takes you away from the stuff you love sometimes, but that sort of thing would be perfect for this, because we could talk about every single one of those songs, and we could go into so much depth. So that's a great idea.
Wow, there you go.
We'll have that.
Yeah, we'll have that one. Cheers,
Liza Keir, thanks very much for joining us on the Mike James Rock
pleasure.
Show, and you'll be able to hear their podcast soon, I believe.
Yeah, sign up to our new podcast, As Yet Untitled.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Mike James Rock Show.